Hello, everybody. I'm Gabe Payne, and I'm here in front of the Jerome Schottenstein Center right behind me to talk to you guys about some Ohio State Buckeye men's basketball. Now, the Ohio State men's basketball season ended in a fashion that was not the best for Ohio State fans and the team, losing in the NIT tournament in the third round to Georgia, 79-77. But this Ohio State team has really been up to something in the offseason with head coach Jake Diebler. Jake Diebler came into head coaching with Ohio State last season after being an associate video production member of the team for previous seasons and has now taken over and turned this Ohio State program around. Really changed things last season with a victory against number 2 ranked Purdue, and following that, their first road win in over 400 days at Michigan State. And now into the offseason, Ohio State has really been looking to turn things around and keep that momentum going into the offseason. Now, Ohio State has lost a key transfer in Scotty Middleton, a freshman last season attending Ohio State, entered the transfer portal recently, just last week. A very key contributor for this Ohio State team, former high 4-star recruit. But however, this Ohio State team has done great things so far in this offseason to get talent on the board. Ohio State has brought in Michi Johnson, a former 4-star recruit who actually played his freshman season at Ohio State, had great moments at Ohio State, a game winner versus number 21 ranked Seton Hall at the time in a tournament. And now he returns to his home state of Ohio, where he used to go to high school at Garfield Heights, about an hour and a half away here from Columbus, Ohio. Michi Johnson averaged almost 15 points per game last season for 6-seeded South Carolina in the NCAA tournament. Despite losing in the first round, did great steps in becoming a primary scorer for the South Carolina team that he played for. And he now returns to Ohio State with an opportunity to get way more minutes than he previously earned as a freshman here. Ohio State also brought in former 5-star recruit and number 1 center in the nation from last season's high school recruiting class, Aaron Bradshaw. Aaron Bradshaw attended Kentucky last season and averaged 5 points a game there, not getting the minutes that he hoped for. A surprise transfer get for Ohio State, but nonetheless one that is very big. Number 1 center recruit ranked in the nation will definitely make a big impact for the Buckeyes. On top of that, Ohio State has plenty of momentum going into the season, rattling off some of the wins in the NIT tournament and really rallying under head coach Jake Diebler and progressing with steps from former freshman Devin Royal, who made great plays, big minutes during the Michigan State win last year for Ohio State, bringing back third-year guard next season, Bruce Thornton, third-year center next season, Felix Okpara, and bringing back a lot of their core members. And this Ohio State team will really look to dominate next season and make a run in the NCAA tournament. Hello, everybody. I'm Gabe Payne, here to talk to you guys about the Ohio State spring game that went down at the Horseshoe this last Saturday and packed 80,000 fans into the stadium for the scrimmage game. The Scarlet team, the defense, eventually came out victorious 34-33 with a game-winning interception for Deontay Griffin. He made a great play right there, but it was only one of 4 interceptions for the Buckeye defense during this game. They looked very dominant under defensive coordinator Jim Knowles, who looks to carry the culture that he started last season at Ohio State with this defense becoming much more dominant, and they showed it here during this spring game. The Ohio State quarterbacks started off a little bit slow with their 4 interceptions, but Ohio State got to see all 5 of their quarterbacks participate in 5-star Julian Sayin, in 5-star Aaron Nolan, in Devin Brown, who started some games for Ohio State last season, in Lincoln Keenholz, and for eventual starter for next season, Will Howard, coming from Kansas State. Will Howard went 9 for 13 with 77 yards through the air and looked to be one of Ohio State's better quarterbacks. A great showing for somebody that is expected to start for this team next season. Overall, the theme of this game was defense, defense, defense. They really proved that they are looking to improve on what they did last season and become a dominant national championship level defense for this team. A glimpse of what you got to see on the offense, aside from quarterback play, is you got to see Jeremiah Smith, the 2023 number 1 overall recruit from high school last season, doing a great job during the spring game, making a couple plays here and there. But the 6'3", 215-pound receiver is looking to come in and dominate next season with Marvin Harrison Jr. potentially going to the NFL draft. And Jeremiah Smith could be what Marvin Harrison Jr. was for this Ohio State team in the near future. On top of that, you have Emeka Egbuka returning to this offense, making a great one-handed snag on the left-handed side of the sideline that blew up all over social media. You have Ohio State's running backs, Travion Henderson, Quinshon Judkins, the number 1 transfer portal running back coming from Ole Miss to come here to Ohio State and potentially compete for a national championship. And Ohio State fans really got a glimpse of what they can expect from next season and a potentially national championship winning team.